This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Not Your Advisor NYU grad on Monday, June 3rd. Hope you all had a great weekend. Let's jump right into the session and cover breadth. So I had mentioned that breadth has been evening out for the past few weeks. New highs have beaten new lows, and certainly it still was the case today, but it's getting much more at parity. So we had 355 new highs versus 173 new lows, which is great. It's like double. So that is actually an improvement from what we were seeing last week outside of the outlier Friday, which had the last minute heroics. And we had those heroics again today, just not as violent to the upside. We had 47% of stocks advancing versus 50% declining. 43% of stocks are below its 50-day moving average and 34% below the 200-day moving average. It was kind of a mixed bag, and I would say it was fairly bearish until the last 15 minutes. The Dow closed down 115 points, but it was down 500 points at a point in the day. Well, not 500. I'm sorry. I'm thinking Friday. So we were down about 300 points during the session at its lowest trough. Microsoft was down 0.39% today, as well as Tesla was down 1%. But the rest were green. So Apple was up 0.93, Google was up 0.26, Meta was up 2.28, Nvidia up 4.9%, and Amazon up 1%. Healthcare was majority green. Looking at sectors today, technology led, but it didn't have a lot of oomph, but it was up 0.82%. Healthcare was up 0.5%, communication services up 0.4%. Everything else was red. Energy led to the downside, down 2.5%. Industrials down 1.2%. Utilities down 1%. And basic materials down 0.86%. What else stood out today? The volume still, while better than most days that we've seen, the SPY had 40-something million traded. It's better than what we've been seeing, where it barely gets to 40 or even 30. But overall, it's been holiday type volume for weeks now, which is a little scary. Maybe everyone is waiting for Nvidia to split its stock starting on Monday. So it's a 10-for-1 split. Divide whatever the closing price of Nvidia is this coming Friday by 10. And that's where it will open on Monday. So let's see. What else stands out? Just a quick reminder. On Wednesday of next week, not this week, we have the Fed meeting as well. I mentioned the last minute stick save today. I'll post the intraday chart of the ES futures, and you could see the volume there. It was literally the last 5 minutes, actually. But let's cover what was strong, shall we? All right. We had K. Hovnanian up 6.7%. MicroStrategies up 6.7%. Spotify 5.6%. HIMS 5.51%. ARM Holdings 5.48%. NVIDIA 4.9%. BITU 4.52%, Rivian 4.4%, Bitfarms 4%, Birkenstock 3%, Reddit 2.8%, Etsy 2.7%, Roblox 2.5%, Coinbase 2.4%, iBit 2.3%, Meta 2.28%, Beazer Homes 2.1%, and gold, Barrick Gold, up 1.93%. Now, keep in mind, there was a halt of Barrick Gold this morning. A lot of NYSE stocks were halted because they all went to almost zero, or they were down 99%. Even Berkshire Hathaway was down 99%. And obviously that was an error. But that was a story there. Let's take a look at what was weak on the session. PLG, which is platinum, down 10%. UCO, which is oil, down 6.7. Dell 5.4. Kava 4.9. DJT 4.8. SBIT 4.6. USO 4. Light Sweet Futures Contract 3.7. Kura Sushi 2.8. Natural Gas Futures 2.79. SVM Silver Corp Metals down 2.76. Wayfair 2.6. The 10-year yield 2.48% down to 4.4% yield. Zeta Global Holdings down 2.2. Biddy down 2.2. Uranium down 2.07. And AMD down 2%. All right. So for free members, continue to watch the Magnificent Seven, the 10-year yield, as well as the economic data that I've linked to in the show notes. I will see you all after the Tuesday session. Free paying members, please stay on. I'd like to go through about 20 charts of just broader market indicators. That's my train.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.